Buenos dias, salam alaikum, and welcome back to Cryptocito, a YouTube channel that is focused primarily on the Cosmos ecosystem, aka the interchain. And in my personal opinion, we're going to witness not only alt season, but a full-on Cosmos season very, very soon. I can just feel it in the air. We're right now seeing the calm before the storm. What we've seen so far is just a little bit of a wake-up call, but especially coins that have been around for a couple of years and went down only for the past 3 years, they're going to wake up and melt faces, and you don't want to miss out on that. You don't want to exit too early, you don't want to miss out on that, but also you want to be in line first and know what is coming up, which TGEs, aka which launches are around the corner, so you know exactly what is happening and which coin and which project is positioned in which vertical, right? Is it in the gaming space, in the tokenization space, is it in DeFi, and so on and so forth. That's why you subscribe to the channel, and if you haven't yet, I strongly recommend you and truly appreciate each and every one of you who's subscribed to the channel. Now, looking into the price movements for today, we're seeing everything slightly up 4, 5, 6%. ASI, a little bit of a breakout here, 12%, 165. Cosmos Hub and Atom 828, Mantra 353, and we might actually see the first batch of the airdrop being distributed today. Injective, Ninjas, INJ around 30 USD, say 66 cents, Dydx 162, Akash above $4, which is very nice, and also Axelar on its way to reclaim the $1 mark. To be honest, those coins alone, if you hold any of these, you're going to do really well this bull run, and you're going to eat well by the end of this bull run. Now, if we zoom out and look into the interest over time for the word crypto on Google, there's two things that I'm seeing on this chart right here. The first one is obvious, right? We are seeing a big explosive breakout here for the search volume on Google, right? That is obvious. But number two, you also have to put into context of how high we're actually going to go. And yes, we will be on par, eye to eye, with the May 2021 peak here, but we are actually going to smash through that. And the May 2021 peak, in hindsight, let's say 2028, 2029, will look like this peak here from 2018. And the ratio between 2018 and the 2021 peak was roughly 4x. You can see the search volume here, 28% versus 100. So roughly 4x more increase in search requests for the word crypto in the US between those two cycle tops. So yes, we are seeing this breakout here, but we're probably going to smash through 3 to 4x higher than the 2021 all-time highs. And we're probably right now somewhere here, January 2021, when it comes to interest over time, the search volumes. So we'll probably have around 8 to 10, 12 months maybe left in this cycle, which means sometime towards the end of 2025. I think overall 2025 is going to be a fun year. And also in Cosmos, right? So we're seeing now a lot of the OGs, a lot of contributors and builders coming out and changing the vibes from Cosmos. We went through a lot ever since the Terra collapse happened in 2022, in May 2022. That had a lot of second order effects and also affected a lot of the vibes, positivity, liquidity across the ecosystem, because Terra was the flagship chain and by far largest chain by market cap in Cosmos, and a lot of liquidity was packed to UST. So that left a big scar in our ecosystem. But nonetheless, it has proven that the app chain thesis works. It has proven that sovereignty is key for especially those events. And Magmar, who is the co-founder at Skip, one of the core contributors, and also the team behind SkipGo, previously known as IBC.fun, which is a place where you can come and you can swap any token from any chain without having to think about which chain you're on, doing IBC transactions back and forth. And Mag is saying he's really thankful to work in the last truly decentralized, vibrant, and technically innovative ecosystem, and also thankful to be part of this movement. And he's excited to be there every day. And by that, he means Cosmos. Then we also have Robstack, good friend of mine. We actually launched the Atom Zone back in 2023, I think it was, early 2023. We did a lot of Twitter spaces. I also brought the Cosmos Hub Twitter account back to life, just educating and connecting the Cosmos Hub community. And now the Atom Zone Spaces is run by Wookie and Crypto Crew. Robstack is also running the Interchain Jam sessions, which are on the @Cosmos account on Twitter. And he's done 17 episodes together with Zoltan, who is also a core cosmonaut and has good vibes and very positive overall. And yeah, just sharing some views about how Cosmos is getting stronger every market cycle, always improving, and also for cosmonauts being self-critical, which is something that you rarely see in any ecosystem, right? Usually, if there's a new coin or a new ecosystem that is gaining momentum, everyone in that ecosystem, every contributor believes that they now figured it out. This is the end game, right? And they're very vocal about it. They're very tribal about it. They're very maximalistic about it. if you remember my content from the early days, this has also been kind of one of the core values of this channel here, is to not be tribal, not be a maxi about a certain ecosystem, but rather to embrace different verticals, different approaches, different tech stacks. And this is exactly why I love Cosmos so much as well, right? Because it does not enforce one standard. It's not a one size fits all. It's about customization, it's about sovereignty, it's about building your own flavor and let the open market decide who and what will win. And overall, I think Cosmos is well on track. The vibes are coming back. There's a lot that is cooking, especially over the next, I would say, 2 to 3 weeks. Watch out really for major announcements, major launches, a lot of airdrops that are coming, and Cosmos as an ecosystem is going to thrive. We have Noble, native USDC, around $500 million now issued there. Dydx migrating from Ethereum to Cosmos to launch its Cosmos L1. Stride, market leader for liquid staking. Axelar, Celestia, dominating the modularity field, coining that term even, right? So I think Cosmos is going to do really, really well. Now, we also have David, who is the founder at Babylon, coming out and saying that we're basically setting moonshot goals, and we are currently at 1.6 billion in TVL. Babylon has 1.6 billion, I think a little bit more now with the Bitcoin price at roughly 100K. $1.6 billion. The leader for TVL, the metrics of total value locked, which means how much value, how many USD, equivalent of USD, are locked in one protocol, is Lido, which is a liquid staking protocol on Ethereum. And Babylon is basically a staking protocol on Bitcoin. Bitcoin being 6 or 7x bigger in market cap than Ethereum means that Babylon naturally has a much larger addressable market. Obviously, Bitcoiners are not as risk averse, I guess, as Ethereum community probably, but at the same time, Babylon is proving that there is huge demand, which is why the first 2 caps were filled immediately. And now we have the 3rd cap around the corner, which is going to go live on December 10th. And this one is going to run for a full week. And my personal prediction is that we're going to cross 10 billion in TVL for Babylon on that day or that week when it happens, which would put it on the same level as Eigenlayer. But we might actually also just smash through that and go to much higher levels and maybe even overtake Lido. Who knows? Everything is possible. But yeah, very, very bullish on Babylon. Also very bullish on Thorchain. And THor, another prime example of somebody who is a relentless hustler and believes that Cosmos as a tech stack is the best suited for whatever use case you have in mind. In Thorchain's case, it's about building not only a DEX that swaps native assets such as Bitcoin, Dogecoin, or Atom, but also now building a full suite application layer and DeFi layer that also plugs into the native liquidity layer of Thorchain. So a full stack DeFi app basically, and also an absolute relentless hustler, one of the faces of Cosmos, I would say, at this point. And yeah, we're very grateful to have JP in our ecosystem. Also very grateful to have JP Mullen in our ecosystem, founder of Mantra, which is also one of the new flagship chains in Cosmos, page 1 on CoinGecko, multi-billion-dollar chain. And he's just coming out with one banger after the other. Gotta love when a 9-figure deal meeting turns into a 10-figure deal meeting, which means hundreds of millions to billions. And Mantra is onboarding one company, one project to tokenize assets after the other, whether it's a tokenization or real estate development firm here in Dubai, or whether it's about bringing BlackRock's money market fund on chain, onto the Mantra chain. And keep in mind that Mantra just launched their mainnet during Cosmoverse, actually, on October 23rd, the last day at Cosmoverse. We're very grateful for that. And they have their airdrop also lined up and coming very, very soon, maybe as soon as today. Then we also have another relentless builder and hustler, Dojmos, aka Josh Lee, founder of Keplr wallet. And Keplr just got a huge facelift on the mobile experience, lightning fast on the iPhone 16 Pro. And besides obviously having the kind of tech stack for developers to build your sovereign chains and all these kind of things, it's also important to have seamless onboarding rails, which means easy to use, super intuitive wallet infrastructure on desktop, but especially on mobile. I think this is one of the big successes of Solana, is the fact that Phantom onboarding is just as intuitive as it can get and the best UX in all crypto. But Keplr is trying to catch up here. Also, Keplr just announced that they're fully integrating Initia, Initia being a rollup framework, a chain on which you can launch rollups. And those rollups are called Minitias. And all these Minitias, Milky Way being one of them, we talked about it, are also now going to be fully compatible on Keplr wallet. Then we also have a new Initia that's going to launch called Echelon, and Echelon just shared their roadmap. This is a DeFi platform with $106 million in TVL and 132 million in borrowed assets. And this one is going to launch day one when Initia mainnet goes live, which I guess is going to happen sometime in Q1 of 2025. Then we also have David Effort Capital from Blockworks Research coming out and saying one of the largest mispricings in crypto is AKT, Akash Network versus Render. Happy Thanksgiving. Well, first of all, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. But also, yes, I think that Akash AKT has huge upsides. And we're also now at the point of the cycle where we're pulling up the market cap off, comparing how much would this coin be priced at compared to the competitor or a benchmark in that field, right? And AKT with a market cap of Render right now would put it at $18 a piece, $18.55 to be precise. AKT only has $1 billion market cap, Render 4.5 billion, so still huge upside. If you look at Render's all-time high, we're even at $20 at a $5 billion market cap. And to be honest, I think Akash can go a lot higher than this, even to 3 figures per AKT token, right? This is also the thing that you have to think about in a bull run. Things go irrationally high. As they go irrationally low in the bear market, AKT went to 20 cents in a bear market, just to remind you. They will go rationally high in a bull market. And there will be probably this blow off top, absolute peak in 2021 for Akash that was $8. I think now it's going to be 50 to maybe even 100, maybe even a lot more than that. So we'll see. But yeah, Akash, very bullish on that. Also very bullish on Greg Ozuri, also one of the biggest proponents of Cosmos technology, been there from the very early days. And they're getting this trend going here. Cosmos is the best stack for DePIN. I think this was started by Marcin, who is the CTO at Jackal protocol, which is a storage protocol. Also good to see more synergies between Cosmos projects. Was of Sentinel that is in the boat for DePIN and a lot more. Also EOS, which is also a cloud and compute provider. And yeah, that's that. Then we have CosmWasm being a alternative virtual machine. And when you look at market cap, obviously the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine, is still leading by far. Then I guess second would be the Solana virtual machine, simply because Solana has a $120 billion market cap. And then third could actually be CosmWasm. I think CosmWasm is third. And CosmWasm is integrated with over 100 chains and covers 90% of the Cosmos ecosystem, including chains like Injective, Osmosis, Secret Network, Say Network as well, Initia as well, and many more. So CosmWasm is definitely also one of the strongest features of the Cosmos ecosystem, besides obviously IBC being the flagship feature and tech stack, but also CosmWasm for being a robust framework, smart contract framework on which you can write applications and widely adopted across the board in many multi-billion dollar chains. Now we also have Celestia, market leader for modularity and data availability, a B2B chain in that sense, not really consumer focused, but some of the applications that are using Celestia are consumer focused, and Celestia just hit $1 billion in total value secured, securing those applications. Manta Network, that's probably the biggest one, Derive, Evo, K2, Orderly Network, Ancient, Public Goods Network, Ham, Hyper, Stack, and many more that are still coming up. And the economic security for Celestia right now is 3.8 billion. And economic security means basically the amount of staked tokens, staked TIA in that sense. And that's also the exact reason why I kept saying in recent videos that I'm a bit concerned about the bonded ratio on the Cosmos Hub, because that means the economic security goes down. And that is not good for the security of the chain itself, but also for a kind of competitive edge to act as a security provider chain for new chains and new ideas to launch. Now, in the context of Celestia, we also have the Celestia mascot, Celestine Sloth. We just announced with Tokenization that we bought one. I personally hold 3 as well myself. All of them I bought on the market. I think my average purchase price is around 4,000 or 5,000 USD. But the floor price right now is going through the roof, making all-time high after all-time high, $7,580, actually about to surpass Mad Lads on Solana. And the market cap, however, is still much lower because there's only 2,500 Sloth, and I think there is 10,000 Mad Lads. So market cap still lower, but floor price is on the rise. And I think Sloth also now have this airdrop meta, which is also why I bought multiple Sloth. And I think you should also definitely own one Sloth and also one bad kid at least, and maybe also some mad scientists. Anyways, Mantra is giving out an airdrop exactly for those 3 communities, besides also atom stakers to the Mantra node, to the Mantra validator. But now Mantra is gearing up for their distribution, for the first Gendrop claim that is going to go live. Stay tuned for updates, is what they said here earlier today. and Chakra Pool participants can now redeem their USDY allocations. I think they're also getting an airdrop for that. And yeah, now I think it's going to be showtime for Mantra to distribute the airdrop, which at the current prices is around $200 million, roughly, I think $180 or $190 million. Remember that a year ago, 50 million would have been $100,000, and now we're talking about $100 million. So yeah, putting things into perspective, the Mantra price at those levels is a gift, a big gift that is coming to cosmonauts. And yeah, as I'm recording this, it's not yet live, so you can't claim your airdrop yet, but keep an eye on the mantra.zone. Also on the checker.mantra.zone. I'm not sure where exactly it's going to be claimable, but you will be able to claim. And then there's a monthly vesting for your airdrop, I think for 11 months subsequently. But you'll be able to also stake your tokens right away. Right now, there are only a few selected validators. We're not yet there with Cryptocito, but we're going to be there as soon as they're kind of expanding the set. But this is just to make sure that the chain is running smooth. So those are all foundation validators and those are all partner validators. So yeah, with Cryptocito, we're going to join the boat here as well. APR is going to be around 19% once you receive your tokens. And what I'm going to be doing is I'll just stake my at least the first couple of batches, and then we'll see where things go. But obviously, if you're getting a decent airdrop and you need the money, whatever, like, I think it's fair if you have to kind of realize some of these profits to pay for bills. Obviously, each and every one to their own circumstances, but I'm going to be staking my airdrop also obviously to support the Cryptocito validator, because I think it's going to be very competitive on the Mantra mainnet. Now, finally, two announcements. Number one, I'm proud to announce that we are partnering with Dydx. We entered a new media partnership between the Citozone and Dydx. My team of Tang, Sepmas, Moses, and myself, we're going to work closer with the Dydx team to bring you more refined content, tutorials, and also in-depth reports about Dydx, the entire platform. And also we do have a VIP affiliate partnership with Dydx. So if you want to trade on Dydx and maximize your discounts on trading fees, then you can take the top link in the video description and trade with that link. Much appreciated. Finally, also, big announcement. Splitting Atom is back. Splitting Atom is back. Jack Zampolin, my man, the man that got me into Cosmos after all. So I'm forever grateful to Jack for that. He walked me through what IBC is, what Cosmos is, what sovereignty is back in late 2020, early 2021. After I've been in crypto for around 3 to 4 years, but never really understood Cosmos. So Jack walked me through, and we've been doing the show since 2021, and I'm very grateful and happy to have Jack back on. So prepare your questions. Let me know your questions under this video for Jack. He's been working a lot with Thorchain these days, building out the Thorchain IBC infrastructure and the app layer, I guess, as well. So he's probably also working on that. And yeah, let me know what questions you have. Tune in for the live stream, subscribe to the channel, and also click on all here. You have to activate the bell as well, so you get notified when we're going live, for example. You get notified when a new video comes up. And many times nowadays, the content that I'm pushing out here is extremely time sensitive, right? Sometimes not even days, but hours, right? So hours after watching this video, there's some action you need to take about claiming airdrops or whatnot. Anyways, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. You have a great week. Enjoy also the upcoming holiday time. I think the rest of the year is going to be really fun and very bullish. So I'll see you guys very soon. Until then, stay safe and be good.